British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning, beautiful Burnaby, BC. Welcome into the nest. My name is Braden Goodman, and this is 1680 The Crow, coming to you live from the Burnaby BCIT campus. We've got a lot to cover in the world of sports, so the fastest 4 minutes in sports radio starts right now. Lots of action last night around the MLB as October baseball is in full swing. After being left out of the Yankees lineup for their playoff opener, Jazz Chisholm Jr. made his return at second base Wednesday night. Coming off the bench in Game 1, Chisholm played a pivotal role in Game 2, helping New York stave off elimination with a 4-3 win over the rival Boston Red Sox in the AL Wildcard Series. The decisive Game 3 is set for tonight in New York, with first pitch at 5:08 p.m. The winner will advance to face the Toronto Blue Jays on Saturday at the Rogers Center. Manny Machado hit a 2-run homer. Mason Miller dominated again, and the San Diego Padres beat the Chicago Cubs 3-0 to send their NL Wildcard Series to an all-important third game. Brian Riccio and Bo Naylor homered during a 5-run 8th inning, and the Cleveland Guardians evened their AL Wildcard Series against the Detroit Tigers with a 6-1 victory in Game 2. George Valera also went deep as the Guardians forced a deciding game in the best-of-3 series. The winner Thursday will face the Seattle Mariners in a division series. Shohei Ohtani is set to make his postseason pitching debut for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He will start against the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Canucks were in action last night as they thwarted the Flames by a tally of 8-1, highlighted by an excellent appearance by Captain Quinn Hughes. He headlined what will be close to the Vancouver Canucks opening night lineup against the Flames next Thursday. The team further cranked up its intensity and urgency and checked a pile of boxes for what new head coach Adam Foote wants. The Canucks played an up-tempo and aggressive game. The defense joined the attack and were excellent on both the power play and penalty kill. The Canucks will be in action Friday night for their final tune-up game before the NHL season is underway. The Canucks will be facing the Edmonton Oilers at Rogers Arena. The Canucks will also be practicing today at 11:30 at UBC as their final roster for the club is beginning to take shape. The Vancouver Whitecaps FC captured their 4th straight TELUS Canadian Championship and their 5th Voyageurs Cup overall with a win over Canadian Premier side Vancouver FC in their first ever meeting at BC Place on Wednesday. With a victory, the Caps secured a spot in the 2026 CONCACAF Champions Cup after reaching their first final earlier this year. Canada national Ali Ahmed opened the scoring, assisted by German soccer legend Thomas Müller, who later added a goal of his own. The Whitecaps return to MLS action this Sunday when they host the San Jose Earthquakes. Dallas Mavericks are at SFU once again as part of their training camp. Top prospect Cooper Flagg and other Maverick players have been seen spotted around Vancouver. There are a couple of Canadians in the organization, including a 34-year-old veteran Dwight Powell and assistant coach Jay Triano. Call it a bit of a homecoming for Triano, as the former Toronto Raptors head coach is a bit of an SFU basketball legend, having his number 12 jersey retired by the school back in 1986. The Mavs will be practicing daily at SFU until Saturday before they head back to Texas for their first preseason game on Monday. Now, the Mavs aren't the only team that will be in town this month. The Toronto Raptors will host the Denver Nuggets in a preseason game at Rogers Arena. This will be the 20th game of the NBA Canada Series since its inception in 2012, and the 7th to be held here in Vancouver. The last time Toronto played in the city was back in 2023 when they defeated the Sacramento Kings 112-99 in a preseason matchup. Our producer, Caleb Templeton, now joins us live. Caleb, what do we have on tap for today's show?
Yeah, Braden, well, we have our reporter Joe McHugh speaking to Kaylin Tyrell from the Tenant Resource and Advisory Center about the Airbnb's request to short-term rentals during the World Cup. We also have reporter Bahar Garian speaking to a musician who talks about how musicians from Vancouver aren't well represented worldwide.
Awesome. Great to hear. Can't wait to hear more about it. For now, you're up to date in the world of sports. See you again at 11:30.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
It's your career, your vision, your goal. Navigate it your way. Flexible learning is designed for you. Learn a new skill or earn a degree at your own pace. BCIT, flexible learning for a complex world.